This is Immanuel Comer. I'm just sitting here thinking. I've been in Augusta for a couple weeks now. In the last couple of Sundays, I've been going to a church with some very awesome musicians, particularly the keyboard, bass player, drummer. The bass player especially impressed me because I just want to talk a little bit about musicianship and what it really means to be. I know I do a lot of keyboard videos, but to be a musician, especially today, because once upon a time, if you were a bass player, it was okay just to play the bass. Well, this guy, he impressed me. The very first time I saw him play, I was I was there with my wife, and all of a sudden I noticed there's nobody on the organ, and I hear an organ sound. And so, of course, immediately I look to the keyboard, right? Because, the keyboard could be making an organ sound, but I look at the chords that the keyboard is playing, and it's not coming from the keyboard. So I'm looking around, I'm like, okay, where's this organ sound coming from? I look at the bass player. I watch his hands very closely. The man is playing organ on his bass. Why? Because he has a MIDI pickup on his bass and controlling a separate organ patch on a different piece of equipment, and he's playing some good sounding organ stuff, except it has an even more expression than normal because it's actually being triggered by a bass. What am I saying? Learn everything about your instrument. Not only does he have his 7-string bass, this guy has a 7-string bass, a MIDI pickup on his bass. He has a small MIDI controller next to where he sets up so he can play keyboard bass. Okay, and he's pretty nice on the keyboard as well. But when you talk to him on the keyboard, he's like, "Oh, that's just what's in my head. I can't get it all out." But what it sounds like, it's great. So what am I saying? No matter if you're a drummer, whether you're a drummer, whether you're a keyboardist, a bass player, go further, especially today, because it's not really, for professional musicians today, it's not enough really to know your instrument. You have to know anything that your instrument can do, anything that, if you're not a keyboardist, a lot of drummers know their way around the keyboard, at least when it comes to the percussion patches. You should know those things. If you're a bass player, keyboard bass. If you're a drummer, not only do you know the keyboard drums and the drum set, but learn percussion, learn bongos, learn congas. It's a very humbling thing, and learn your genres too. In every instrument, learn how to play different genres, because it's a very humbling thing to one day feel like a fish out of water because somebody went into a mode of playing, a style of playing, or you have an instrument there that you can't play at all, even though it's very close to what you normally do. And so I just wanted to encourage everybody, musicianship, and really learning skillfully, like it says in Psalms 33:3, to play skillfully on your instrument. And so this is Immanuel Comer, just a thought coming in from Augusta, Georgia. Peace.